My name is Ava DuVernay, and I direct and distribute films. So I'll come in when a studio needs a campaign that focuses on mostly films with African American themes or subject matter, or anything with people in the margins. So women-centric films, LGBT films, Latino films, anything that's not mainstream, they'll call us in. And so I did that for many years. Started the agency in '99, so it's been about 11 years. But in the proximity to filmmakers really got me thinking about making my own films. I didn't go to film school. I graduated from UCLA, but not the film school. And so really being on sets and being able to talk to and observe firsthand, great directors direct, I think that there was kind of no better way to immerse myself in what making a film really meant, outside of the theoretical, the books, making a short, to actually watch masters at work. And so yeah, that's my little bootleg film school, I call it. So, I think as a publicist, I have to break down films in order to understand how to sell the film, how to market the film, how to talk to people about the film. So through that publicity kind of practice, I really learned a lot about what makes a good film. And I found the common thread was that the best films came from folks who were passionate about the film that they were making. I've done a few documentaries before, but what the first narrative film would be, I really was trying to think about a story that meant something to me. And so I ended up writing a real personal story. I Will Follow is the film that is coming out soon or now. And it explores a time in my life when I lost someone dear to me. And so the film takes place all in one day. And it just kind of chronicles a day in the life of a woman who's at a crossroads. I experienced that personally. I experienced loss personally, a lot of familial struggles and challenges with loyalty and love, and poured all that into the script. I think I really had kind of a full circle moment this weekend, in fact, when we got the thumbs up from Roger Ebert. And he said that it was one of the best films that he's seen about the loss of a loved one. The reason why that meant so much to me is because my aunt, the film is based on my relationship with my late aunt. We loved Siskel and Ebert. We would sit down and watch that show. As a little girl, she would, we'd watch the show. I'd pick the film I want to see, and we'd go see the film that week. Do you agree with him? Do you not agree with him? We would debate what they said. I would always agree with Ebert. It was a part of our relationship, films, and she really introduced me to films. So to have Roger Ebert talk about our film that way, he actually tweeted, "I love the new film I Will Follow." Did he say love in the name of my film in the same tweet? So that was, I've been really good in kind of separating, the personal nature of the story and what it means to me from, the film itself and how we're distributing it and all the work that takes. But when I saw that review, it broke me down. So it was a full circle moment, and I think that, my aunt would be really proud of not only the fact that the film is a tribute to her, but just the fact that there's a good film out there that shows us as we are, that doesn't necessarily comment on the things to do with black people that the studios feel we want to comment on. I think right now it's a really interesting time because the traditional models are collapsing. The traditional studio models are collapsing. The traditional way that business is done in entertainment, whether it be music or publishing or film, is collapsing. The doors are wide open for people to try new things. A lot of people can sit around saying, woe is me about, the Oscar blackout, brownout, or the fact that, the only film made this year by a major studio starring a black woman is Big Mama's House. Those are sad, sad facts. But, let's turn it around to our advantage. And, we certainly, encourage studios to continue to, deal in the broad comedy and the shoot 'em up, because folks should have variety. That's all we're saying. Have variety. I don't always want to see a broad comedy. I don't always want to see violence. Sometimes I just want to see black folks being as they are, like everyone else gets to see themselves. We deal with each other as sisters and lovers and friends and brothers and sisters in the film, and everyone happens to be black and beautiful. And I just want to see more of those types of stories. And so I made one so I could see it, basically. Pretty much what happened.